Hello, and welcome to today's video. Cryptocurrencies have gained popularity over the years, and many people have started investing in them. However, with the recent regulatory crackdown on cryptocurrencies, many investors are left wondering what would happen if cryptocurrencies were to be classified as securities. In this video, we will explore the potential impact of such a classification on the crypto market and its investors. We will examine the definition of securities and how it could apply to cryptocurrencies. We will also discuss the regulatory framework around securities and the potential implications for cryptocurrencies if they were to be classified as such. Finally, we will explore the possible outcomes for investors and the crypto market as a whole if this were to happen. So let's dive in and explore what happens if crypto becomes the security. To help us break down the topic, we've divided it into several key points. Let's get started. 1. Increased regulatory oversight. Increased regulatory oversight refers to the stronger monitoring and enforcement of rules and regulations governing a particular industry or sector. This can be implemented by government bodies or other regulatory organizations. The purpose of increased oversight is to promote compliance with regulations, protect consumers and other stakeholders, and prevent fraudulent or unethical practices. In the financial industry, for example, increased regulatory oversight may include stricter reporting requirements, enhanced risk management, and increased penalties for non-compliance. While some may view increased regulation as a burden, it can ultimately lead to a more stable and trustworthy industry, benefiting both the industry and its stakeholders. 2. Stricter compliance requirements. Stricter compliance requirements refer to the increased regulations and rules that companies must follow in order to operate in a legal and ethical manner. These regulations can come from various sources, such as government agencies or industry organizations, and may cover areas such as data privacy, financial reporting, and product safety. The purpose of stricter compliance requirements is to ensure that companies operate with greater transparency, accountability, and responsibility, and to protect consumers and stakeholders from harm. To meet these requirements, companies may need to implement new policies and procedures, conduct more frequent audits and reviews, and invest in training and education for their employees. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in significant financial penalties, legal action, and reputational damage, making it essential for companies to stay on top of their compliance obligations. 3. Changes in issuance and trading. Changes in issuance and trading refer to the regulations and guidelines that govern the issuance, trading, and settlement of securities. These regulations ensure that the securities are traded and settled efficiently, transparently, and fairly. Stricter regulations in this area aim to promote market integrity, increase investor protection, and reduce market abuse. Changes in issuance and trading regulations can include new requirements for companies to disclose more information about their securities, increased reporting obligations for financial institutions and market participants, and restrictions on certain types of transactions or trading practices. These changes may also require the use of new technology to improve the speed and accuracy of the settlement process. Overall, the goal of these regulatory changes is to create a more stable and trustworthy financial system that benefits investors, issuers, and the wider economy. 4. Impacts on liquidity. The increased regulatory oversight and stricter compliance requirements in the crypto market have led to a reduction in liquidity. This is because the regulations have forced many exchanges and trading platforms to delist certain tokens or stop serving customers in certain regions, leading to a decrease in trading volume. Additionally, the increased compliance costs for exchanges and trading firms have made it harder for new players to enter the market, further limiting liquidity. The lack of liquidity can be problematic for traders, as it can make it harder to find buyers or sellers for their positions, leading to wider bid-ask spreads and potentially higher transaction costs. However, some argue that the increased regulatory oversight and compliance measures could ultimately lead to a more stable and transparent market, which could attract more institutional investors and increase liquidity in the long run. 5. Changes in market dynamics. Changes in market dynamics may occur as a result of increased regulatory oversight and stricter compliance requirements in the crypto market. These changes could impact how market participants interact with crypto assets, as well as the volume and frequency of trading. For example, regulations may incentivize traders to shift from less transparent or less regulated exchanges to more established and compliant ones. This could lead to the concentration of trading activity on certain platforms, which could affect pricing and liquidity. Additionally, the introduction of regulations could lead to a decrease in speculative investments, as investors may be more cautious about investing in untested assets with uncertain regulatory futures. These changes in market dynamics could impact the overall health and growth of the crypto market, as well as the potential for institutional adoption. 6. Impact on market participants. The impact of regulatory changes on market participants can be significant. Stricter compliance requirements can lead to increased costs and reduced profits, forcing some firms to exit the market. Increased regulatory oversight may require more resources and manpower for compliance, which can strain smaller firms. Changes in issuance and trading can also create challenges, such as adapting to new market structures or navigating changes in market liquidity. Furthermore, changes in market dynamics can cause shifts in market share and profitability, requiring firms to adjust their business strategies. Overall, regulatory changes can have a far-reaching impact on market participants, both large and small. 7. Potential for increased transparency. The potential for increased transparency is one of the most significant impacts of regulatory changes in financial markets. With the implementation of new rules and regulations, market participants are required to disclose more information about their activities. This increased transparency can help investors make more informed decisions and mitigate risks. In addition, regulators can monitor market activities more effectively, which can lead to greater market stability. However, there is also a risk that too much transparency can lead to a reduction in liquidity as traders become more cautious about revealing their positions. Overall, increased transparency can have both positive and negative impacts, and finding the right balance is crucial for ensuring a healthy and stable financial market. 8. Risk of reduction in innovation. The implementation of increased regulatory oversight and stricter compliance requirements may lead to a reduction in innovation, as companies may be hesitant to introduce new products or services due to the potential for non-compliance. This may negatively impact the growth of the industry, as companies may choose to focus on maintaining compliance rather than investing in new and innovative products or services. Additionally, smaller firms with limited resources may be unable to keep up with compliance requirements, leading to a concentration of market power among larger firms. This may further hinder competition and reduce innovation in the industry. However, it is important to note that a balance between regulation and innovation is necessary for a healthy and sustainable industry, and regulations can also provide a framework for innovation by promoting ethical and responsible practices. 9. Possible impact on cryptocurrency adoption. The possible impact of increased regulatory oversight on cryptocurrency adoption is a subject of ongoing debate. On one hand, stricter regulations may provide a sense of legitimacy and stability to the industry, potentially increasing adoption by institutional investors and more risk-averse individuals. On the other hand, some argue that excessive regulation could stifle innovation and limit the appeal of cryptocurrency as a disruptive and decentralized alternative to traditional financial systems. Additionally, some experts suggest that overly strict regulations could drive cryptocurrency activity underground, making it more difficult to monitor and regulate. Ultimately, the impact on cryptocurrency adoption will depend on the specific regulatory measures implemented and how they are perceived by the market. So, those are some of the key points to consider when thinking about what could happen if cryptocurrencies were classified as securities. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.